Yeah, whatever. Oh, hello.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, welcome back.
It's been so long.
It has been very long. What's up?
How are all of our peeps today?
Yeah.
See what I did there? 2 chicks and a paw, our little peep.
Chicks. Hey, little peeps. Y'all are our peeps. I like that. I like that we just made that up. Or were you thinking about that already? Because
No,
I wasn't.
it just came out.
We are so innovative. So, like, is there anything that you hate more than Botox? Listen, we're just gonna ruffle a feather or two. Sorry, not sorry, but listen, this is how we feel.
Yeah, when did it become so cool to be not yourself? And when did it become so cool to be so fake?
Yeah, and when I was younger, it was like very uncool to get like lip injections or Botox, and now it has become trendy again, and I'm not here for it. Not here for it. No.
Yeah, let's just talk about why we're not here for it. Like, it's one of those things, again, that like a lot of influencers seem to be pushing and talking about. And in reality, like, I don't know, like I see it as like, okay, so you're influencing and you're pushing all this body positivity and, self-worth and stuff, but are you really that positive about yourself if you have to fill yourself with toxins and inject your lips and I don't know, some of these girls, man, like their lips are getting so big and so unnatural looking, and like where does it go? Like in the end, like at what point do you, because like you're stretching out your skin
and we see it, like you can tell,
and you can get like a bump on top of their lip, and
it looks like a little mustache, like that little shadow that it creates. Like we can all see, oh, she got her lips done again.
it's not
and like a lot of girls aren't ashamed by it, and they shouldn't be. I'm just saying why I think it's wrong.
Yeah, like you preach body positivity, but yet you're not really actually that positive about yourself if you're, altering yourself and and it almost becomes like an addiction. You can see certain people like and how many times they get it, and it's just like, I just need to fix this one little area, and the next thing you know, their cheeks are fuller and like they can't make facial expressions anymore, and it's like, what's cool about not being able to like raise your eyebrows and like frown and like
there was this girl, right, who I thought was really pretty, like she's a pretty girl, and she went and got Botox in her forehead, and I was just like, why? And so that makes me look in the mirror and go, like, should I? No. Yeah. Like, it's not okay. Like, I know that people want to think it's okay, but love yourself the way you are and mean it. Don't love yourself the way you are and then just fucking put a little bit here and a little, like you're hurting yourself, and it's gonna affect you in the long term negatively. We've all seen this. We all know what people look like in 50 years after they've been tanning and Botoxing too much. It's not good.
Droopy lip, their lips are hanging out from underneath because it's just saggy skin now. And then it's just like a never ending and it's expensive. It's not cheap to do either. It's like, man, like, don't you want to invest in other things? And like some of these people, it's like, well, I don't know, it's going to sound really insensitive, but like maybe if you drop some weight, you would be happier with yourself rather than just, filling your face and body with stuff. And that begs let's go into like another like topic, but not just Botox, but like, now people are taking fat from their stomach and putting it in their asses. Yes. And now it's like, but the worst part about it is like some of these girls are like, hashtag self-made, and it's like, no, you're self-bought.
Yeah, you bought that. You bought that ass. She made, like, okay, flat ass over here now has this booty, and she worked for it. And like, I respect that. But when a girl that I know got plastic surgery in her ass is posting, look what God gave me, or anything like that, and I know that God didn't give that to you, that is setting a false precedent for all the women to follow. It's making women feel bad about themselves, and like, just be yourself. There's nothing wrong with what you are. And if you look at me and think, oh, I want long hair or something, or if you look at her and think, oh, I want that ass, work for it. Take care of it. And you can, hard work.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, lots of like girls that get extensions and stuff, like I notice, like are like the same girls that like bleach their hair until there's nothing left. And like, the extensions aren't healthy for your hair either. But it's like, why do you need long hair to feel pretty?
Right. Exactly.
Like, and it's like and it's like frustrating, because it's like, don't you realize the cycle that you're in? Because the more you keep doing this shit to yourself, the more you're going to wreck your natural hair, and it's never going to be full and nice looking. Yeah, it sucks that your hair is shitty, but like, look what you're doing to it.
I used to bleach my hair like once a month. Blondissima from Superstore, just in there, and like, bleach. And I stopped dyeing my hair. I don't dye my hair anymore. I haven't dyed like my full head of hair for probably 3 or 4 years. I don't know. But I went a whole, 2019 without dyeing or cutting my hair all year, just leaving it and letting it be itself, and not trying to like be anything. Just like, okay, hair, I'm gonna just leave you and let you be what you should be, and now it's still fucking healthy and long, and like,
yeah,
it took fucking work though, and it took self-control and like all of these things. Like,
and like, granted, yeah, like, okay, so I get my hair done. So I get my hair trimmed. Like, trimming your hair, like, everybody should trim your hair. Get your damn split ends cut off, because your hair is not going to grow if you never cut. Well, it's going to grow, but it's going to be ratty, and then it's going to start breaking off because you're not taking care of it. So yeah, it is important to get your hair cut regularly. But like, people that, like, I used to, well, I still do, like, I probably color my hair like once a year. I'm lucky, I have like a nice root, so I color my hair, I put blonde in it, and then it just grows out, and then I redo it in the spring usually. But this year, I didn't do that. I just put a few highlights in it just to kind of lighten it up, and I'm just gonna let it chill and grow out and be healthy and see how long it gets. Like, and that's not saying there's nothing wrong with like coloring your hair, but it's like those same girls that are coloring and like putting the extensions in are the ones that are destroying their hair and then complaining and being like, I can't get my hair to grow out. Like, I know that if I go blonde, there's going to be some breakage and some damage. That's why I take breaks and just let it, and I'm comfortable. And that's like the thing of it is like, when you are truly happy and content with yourself, all those artificial, superficial things don't fucking matter anymore. Like, I'm not going to be upset that my hair is not blonde this year. Like,
yeah, I would love to have platinum blonde silver hair, but I know what that would do to my hair. I would be this short. Like, and when I went to a Vipassana course a long time ago, one of the teachings they say is like, so, okay, pretty woman, right? Take your hair. Oh, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. Cut it off. And now, right, if you had, like, that's not so fucking beautiful now, is it? You don't want that on you. It's garbage. It's artificial, whatever. Same with nails. Like, your nails are so beautiful. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. You cut it, right? Nobody wants that nail clipping on them. It's just proof that, like, it's a material thing. You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to affect your mentality so much. Like, if you're a beautiful person and you give love to the people in your life, like, that should make you happy, like, itself. Like, being pretty shouldn't, I don't know.
Base your whole life around your looks.
Yeah. And then some woman, I almost said a swear word, but some woman once was like,
I've been swearing.
Yeah, no, I know, but I don't like to say this bitch, because that's just rude. But like, but this lady was in my DMs once because I was shading like girls who were getting their lips done, and she was like, that's easy for you to say because you have nice lips. And it's like, okay, I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't.
Okay, but you have nice lips, but like
you have beautiful eyes, you have beautiful everything else. Like, I don't know, like your lips are beautiful too. Like, and that girl's lips were beautiful, but she didn't think they were. And like, I can't help that.
everybody can look at themselves in the mirror and pick something apart, like it's kind of natural, to pick out your blemishes and stuff like that. But like, do you need all this fake ass shit?
Yeah, right?
I don't know. And so yeah, like it doesn't, I'm not saying like you can't have these things, but like, because it's your body, you can do whatever you want. But like the lash extensions and stuff, like, yeah, I've had lash extensions and I've had my nails done. I've done it all before in the past. But again, look, these are like, they're things that aren't so permanent. Like you can take them off. And you know what, after like every time I have lashes, like I like lashes, you wake up and you're done. Like you look like you're awake. But then again too, like I guess like I don't really go super heavy on the lashes, but like there's also some girls that like get these lash extensions and they think they're so pretty with them, but they get them so thick that it literally like brings their eyes down and makes their eyes look droopy and like they're half closed. Like, hey, how you doing? So like, and again, but like when I get my lashes off, every time I get my lashes off, I'm happier that they're off again. Like it's just like, oh man, like I can rub my face again. I can rub my eyes. I look more I like myself more natural.
Me too. Like I like my face. Well, I don't know. I put on makeup today for the first time in a while, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, but it's not a permanent thing. Like it just putting on makeup, I think, just enhances your natural features. But it comes off. Like it's like this permanent thing, like that you're permanently changing the structure, like the look of your face. Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to wear makeup to, everybody feels a little bit better and, look good, feel good, do good. But like these permanent things that you're putting into your body that you don't know what they're going to look like in, 10, 20 years. Like
that's the thing. We do know what they're going to look like.
Yeah.
Like we've seen Joan Rivers, you know what I mean? In the later course of her life, like she looks, and like a lot of these celebrities, 20 years down the road look like monsters.
Yeah. And it's like one of those things, like you have to keep up with it. Once you start, like it's almost like a vicious cycle.
And I just thought of like, so for me, like if I was somebody who was getting like Botox all the time, what would I say to my daughter? What would I say to my daughter when she was like, why do you do this? Yeah, like, hey, like if my daughter was looking in the mirror and going, oh, my forehead's wrinkly, I'd be like, shut up. Like, you are so beautiful and your skin is so perfect. But like, if I was somebody who was like, injecting my forehead, would my daughter be like, oh, like, I guess I should get that done like my mom. Yeah. And so as a mom, I'm like, I don't want my kid spending all her money, all her hard-earned money from whatever job she's going to have as a teenager. I don't want my kid spending her hard-earned money trying to take away the wrinkles on her fucking forehead. Like, as if, like, that is just so not in my universe. And when these people bring it into my universe, I just get, like, upset because I thought we were back to a society where we were accepting people, and all these people are now just pushing these modifiers, and it's like, no, work for your butt, like leave your face.
So I'll just touch on like a few things. Like I'm behind, like, when women or men lose a lot of weight, good for you, good job. But like obviously when you lose a lot of weight, if you've been heavily obese, there's extra skin. So if you want to get, plastic surgery to get that skin lifted, like that's also for like health concerns too, because if you have like a flap of skin, like we all know that like bulldogs and stuff like get skin infections because their flaps of skins are like hanging over. So kind of same concept with like your stomach. Like if you have a fold of skin hanging over, like it's easy for, stuff to get in there and bacteria and infection to happen, and the rubbing and stuff like that. So like if you're getting plastic surgery, to fix that after you've, put in the work to better yourself, I'm not going to knock you for that. Like, that's just, it's a health thing. It's, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. And then also, like, for women who have breastfed, like, good for you for breastfeeding your babies. And I can see how, like, if you're used to your boobs being up here and now they're a little down here and you just want to get them tucked back up again, like, I'm really not going to knock a woman for that. Because, like, that's hard. But that's, like...
I'm not necessarily knocking anyone for doing it. Like, if you really want to do it, do it. But
just take a minute to think about the audience that you're sharing this with, and the message. Like, really think about the message that you're trying to put out to people.
Yeah, like, we have a friend who, like, got her lips done and like, whatever, she wanted them and she was happy. She just got a little bit and she was happy with it. It didn't really look like she got them done. I probably wouldn't have known, but I did learn from her that once you get your lips done, if you go to the dentist, if they have to squeeze your lip, it really, really hurts. So, like, and, like, yeah, like, I still love her. I don't think any less of her, obviously. She chose to do that. And again, like, I'm not really, it's the influencing other people to do it and making other people think that that's the right path that bothers me. Like, it's an individual choice. I don't know.
And, like, I mean, like, if you've gotten your lips done and it's so obvious that you've gotten your lips done, why don't you just let people, like, reach out to you and ask, instead of you just pushing that information out on people and being like, this is where I go, this is the best place to get them done, and, you know, and I don't know, like, that's just really getting your lips injected or your face injected. Like, there's just not really any health benefits to it. I could see, I guess, like, there's some people, you know, that get, like, a little bit, like, they get saggy around their eyes and their eyes start drooping. So, like, some people will, you know, get plastic surgery to kind of, like, lift them back up again. But that, again, that's just, like, you couldn't see properly. Not starting at, you know, like, girls nowadays are starting with the Botox, like, at such a young age. And again, it just begs the question, like, okay, but, like, are you putting Botox in your skin to tighten everything up because you went out in the sun too much without sunscreen, you didn't moisturize your face properly, you didn't drink enough water because, you know, you moisturize from the inside out? Like, all these questions, like, are you just getting Botox because you didn't take care of yourself?
That's another thing, because every girl that I've seen that has gotten Botox or injections done didn't fucking need it. You didn't need it. You didn't. You just fucking didn't. Like, every single one.
Or are people that have very unhealthy habits, you know, that fake and bake all the time, or not even just fake and bake, like, just burn themselves out in the sun all the time, like, and don't wear sunscreen because they want that tan. So,
like, take care of yourself so that you don't have to do these things, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just concerning on, like,
how much younger, like, it used to be, like, an older person thing to do, you know, like, someone in their 40s and 50s would start getting it done, and now it's literally, like, 20-year-olds, like, young, early 20s are getting it now. And it's like, why? Like, you're going down a road, like, and that's, like, even, like, when really young girls get, like, breast implants and stuff, like, it's a continuous, ongoing thing. Like, there's always upkeep for it. Like, you don't just get them done once and that's it. Like, you have to go back every few years.
Yeah, and I've been following lots of women. Actually, I've found a lot of women lately who have there's a page called, like, Surviving Breast Implants, because the breast implants that are in your body poison you the entire time they're in you. Like, they can cause all kinds of health issues because that's literally something fake sitting
it's
inside
foreign
you.
It's foreign to your body. And same, like begs the question about these fillers. Like, what is in these fillers? Like,
bad stuff.
We got to do some research and figure out what is in these fillers, because one of them's even called a toxin, isn't it?
It is.
Like, if it's called toxin, like, get that away from my face.
We do all these things to remove the toxins from our body, and then we're gonna put a toxin in our face just because we want our lips to be like
But, like, even though, like, even people with nice lips, you know, are getting filler. Like, I know, like, people, like, very close to me are like, well, I just want just a little bit right here. I'm like, it's a slippery slope, man. Like, you have big, beautiful lips. Like, why do you want them any bigger? I don't know. Like, you got stung by a bee or something. Like, I don't know.
It's just not for me. And
it just shows, like, how insecure, like, humans really are, and we really need to focus on, like, natural beauty. Like, you know, we're getting over, like, that, you know, positivity and like we're really diving into body positivity, but it's not really though.
No, it's not it's not true positivity. Like, really love yourself the way you are and mean it. And with that, this has been a great episode. If your feathers are ruffled, maybe just love yourself a little more.
And just look into why you're being triggered by it. Like, why? Peace out. Mm-hmm.